Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
My best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven, it found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. Guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. Best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. Guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
just follow your trail, and I'm losing your mind, and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you. I'm not above it. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. Let me be myself. Let me be myself. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail, and I'm losing your mind, and I'm losing your head.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Urban Esports. Okay, I can do this. Okay,
Sounds
boys.
good, Sando.
boys, lads, boys. Here I am, Sando, with you guys. And as well, we have the beautiful man. Yes, Green,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Cop. Yeah,
Yeah,
you said
Cop.
beautiful, so I was a bit surprised. I wasn't sure if it was
Yes.
going for me.
Don't worry, I got you. Okay, so boys, let me go straight to the plan. We have huge day right now. First of all, we're gonna talk a bit about patch notes, a bit of the stage of the game right now, what we're gonna expect on MSI and stuff like that, and maybe some other things as well. And then after that, we have a huge 1v1 tournament that I and Stickle Cop will be casting. Stickle
Yes,
Cop, what are your thoughts?
one of the cool things is that we will be casting. We're gonna bring as much energy as we can because we've practiced this during our team practices. So we do sometimes 1v1s. And I can say Sando is an insane caster, maybe even better than a player, but we can debate about that later. We also have some cool prizes for it. One of them being is that the winner of the 1v1 tournament gets to play Fnatic Ronaldo. And if you don't know what it is, you've got probably about an hour to look him up, but he's good. He's famous and he's good.
Yeah. Let's just say that you guys don't have enough chances to win the last 1v1. But if you guys manage to win, you will be fighting for a skin on your choice from the one and only Doc, the owner of this whole process. We're not getting paid enough for this shit, but hey, we do what we can. Okay, so shall we start with the patch notes and the changes of the meta and the jungle and everything?
Yeah, the reason why it's interesting is because I probably hope all of you know is that what we have coming up is MSI. And currently the patch that is being played on MSI is the 11.9 patch. There are some jungle changes on it, as our producer's putting on our screen right now. Big thank you to the producer today. And it's gonna be interesting to see, first of all, like what's gonna happen with jungle. Do you have any ideas, Sando?
Okay, so from what I understood, they want, like Riot wants to change the current jungle meta to some more easy pathings, some more less punishing jungle pathings and stuff like that, so that people can actually try to play more jungle, or when you get autofill to jungle and you don't want to dodge, that you don't just int your teammates, because we all know that the jungle is one of the most important roles and probably one of the hardest ones as well, because it's not only matchups, it's actually pathings, kitings, and a lot of other things as well, including that.
Yeah, besides just the pathing as well, it's gonna change a bit the the clear speed as well, but also how it comes with dragons, of course. And we all know how strong the dragon souls are right now, especially if there's an infernal soul on the map. Sometimes an ocean soul can be big as well. And with the change of the junglers, a bit more forced towards, I feel, ganking junglers, we might actually move away from that, hey, we need a Dragon Soul to win the game, to more of, maybe we can get a lane ahead, actually, and let us carry that through the game. And one of the things Riot did is that they nerfed turbo camping, or at least they tried to nerf it. We will go more into detail in a bit on every change. But the turbo camping nerf is what they mainly did to influence this jungle change. I don't think it's good enough, and I will probably talk with Sando about that later. Because what the plan is here is that we're going to go through the patch notes to try to tell you guys what our read is on the patch note. And it's not perfect. We are not Elias and Nemesis here, either, though like we're kind of cosplaying them. We're going to do our best.
Yes, we can try. Okay. Shall we start with the patch note, actually?
Yes, let's start.
Okay. First of all, Diana changes, obviously. If we can go with, yeah. Okay, so Diana changes. Those changes are more of a laning phase Diana nerf. It's like, yeah, armor like growth a bit down, yeah, health regen a bit down, but like it's not like a huge difference in the jungle. Obviously, it will affect a bit as well in the jungle, but it's mostly for laning phase. So I'm guessing that Riot wants that like Diana players to just be in the jungle, like throw them away in the jungle, so that Diana cannot be flexed as well so much. She's already not the best mid laner, but she can be really good against control mages. No one really seems to be playing Diana mid lane though, so I'm not sure like what the decision making behind this change or nerf is. Maybe you can give us some more info about it, or like some more ideas, Stickel.
Yeah, I think the idea is just something which Riot does a lot, is when a certain champion is needed in a certain role, is that they nerf the other roles the champion is played. And that's exactly what's going on here. Of course, the armor nerf also will affect her. In the jungle, it might be leaving her a little bit less healthy, being 20 HP lower when she comes out of her jungle. But that's not really what's making Diana jungle so strong right now. So this is, well, maybe we should find a term, something for it, on like the useless nerfs and buffs Diana Riot decides to do. But we'll come to that later, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, next up we have big Mundo.
Before we continue though,
yes.
I don't know if it's in the chat yet, but could our producer post the link to get into the tournament in our Twitch chat so that people also can join our tournament? So of course everyone wants to join. We only have 16 places. As far as I know, we have 11 open spots left. So be in time, as our producer is probably posting the link soon. And then we go Mundo.
Yes, and don't forget, the winner gets to play against Ronaldo, Fnatic player. Hey guys, you know who that is? Go check it out. Best player, EU, S. You cannot find better 1v1 player ever, okay? And if you win that guy, I'm not sure if it's like if you win Ronaldo, you get the skin, or like do you get the skin like and then you play as well? I'm not sure how it works, but we will figure it out. Anyways, let's go. Let's continue with the patch notes. Okay, Mundo nerfs, obviously. The champion has been pretty busted in LCK mostly, I think. I'm not sure. People just been playing him. They go FK jungle. They power spike mid game with like one or like half item ahead and just rush those dragons, rush those team fights, and like he's kinda unkillable. He's already kinda not like he's not being played so much lately. They still nerf him though a bit, which is obvious for like a bit the jungle pathing nerf. He was clearing way too fast, and he was able to like invade as well a lot. But overall, I think it's like fine. It's slightly like whatever. I don't think the champion is insane. What do you think, Stickel?
Yeah, I think this is kind of the same nerf as with the Diana nerf. Because if we're thinking of when we're actually playing Mundo, it's against high magic damage teams. And so Mundo prefers to build Amar anyway. Of course, he probably gets a Chem Tank and maybe Tabais for some armor and some other small items. But the armor isn't why you pick Mundo anyway. So yes, the armor nerf does something to him. and the AD nerf hits his clear speed a little bit, but it's not gonna change the situations where you're gonna pick Mundo.
Yes, of course.
Next up, Garen. It's funny that we're gonna talk about Garen here, because I think we all kind of know that either Garen is paired up with Yumi or Garen is just a solo queue pick. But his bonus resistances got nerfed, and the skill cap actually got increased. So it's a little less of a hard mid-game spike, which Garen normally has, around 1.5 or 2 items. But we were more influential in the late game, which I find weird, because if I think of Garen, I don't see him as your late game top lane carry or anything. I would rather have a Fiora or a Jax for that. Or if you want to go team fighting, I would prefer a Camille at least over Garen runs at you. His ult is cool though, so you can do stuff with his ult. I think Sando has experience with that, which he doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't really like the Garen scenes. Obviously, Garen is not being picked by any like major league, not even in like national leagues. You know, like for example, we never see Garen. It's probably only for like lower elo. That's why I don't really understand the chains, specifically on the W, which like for example, a gold player can really understand the difference in the W, right? So like I don't really get the chains. I guess it's fine. It's not like it's like almost the same, in my opinion. Doesn't really change a lot. So yeah, it's like just a slight change. Keep him alive, I guess.
Yeah, Garen will just remain to be Garen, whereas the Gragas nerfs might actually be influential.
Yes,
And
Gragas nerfs are huge. Oh,
yeah, you go ahead and talk about those.
Okay, yeah. It's my champion. Come on, it's my champion. I know my boy. Yeah, Gragas saying this boy is big, huge. The base damage, huge nerf actually. Onto the max rank, and it's actually really bad because Gragas top like to max E first, since you got tank as well. It's like a really good ability, and now by nerfing it by 20 damage, actually is a huge nerf if you think about it, because it's 20 damage like every E, so it builds up to like maybe 100 damage overall in a big fight, 1v1 on top. So now top laners can really max E, I'm guessing, but I don't know if it's worth maxing Q. So it's kind of a huge nerf onto the Gragas pick. Gragas pick was overall like really broken because you can just blind it. It's probably like a counter to most top laners because it's just fine. It doesn't die easily and it can survive a lot of damage. And like I think that we may see some Gragas jungle from now on in certain team comps, because support got huge nerf as well, right? Because on support it's the Gragas E max as well. So I don't think we're gonna see a lot of Gragas support especially, and top maybe, depends.
Yeah, I would love to see him in the jungle again, because the pick in itself brings so much playmaking, so much actually control during team fights, and disruption as well at the same time. And the pick and the champion is just so solid with its kit that it would fit the jungle more than the way it's just being too strong in top end support right now.
Exactly. Yes. Next champion we got my boy. Where is Heino? We need Heino for this shit. Heino, your most hated champion is getting hugely nerfed. Okay, I don't want to see ever again anyone picking Hecarim unless you know what the fuck is going on. Cause Hecarim now doesn't do anything. You cannot build him tank. You cannot build him movement speed. He got hard nerfed. So what we got? Armor nerf, bum. Armor growth, kinda buffed. Whatever. Q chains, you have to go damage Hecarim right now. So the champion is way worse because it's coin flippy. You have to build damage. You can't just go in, be the tanky guy, and then get out, kill like maybe one guy in the back, like the behind, you know. So now you're just forced to go damage. You can't just do the 1v9 playstyle that you usually do with Hecarim. And the champion is just, I'm sorry, but I don't want to see Hecarim in solo queue either from now on. Like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I still think the champion idea is good. It's just that the numbers are probably nerfed to the ground. It's kind of the same thing where Riot, whenever sees a champion that's too strong, but they can't actually change too much about it. It's the same with basically Zoe on nerf, old Tom Kench. They just nerf it to the ground by numbers, and you're forced to go the other play style. And AD Hecarim, I've seen. Well, I think we've all seen your Hecarim in solo queue go Yomus and then maybe Snowball, but it's definitely not the same camp tank force of nature Hecarim, which we're gonna see just be a nuisance in the backline.
Exactly. I feel like the Hecarim just not a good summon anymore.
Yep.
Okay, like Heimerdinger, like, do we even have to talk about it? Like, I don't even understand. I think we all saw the Tyler 1 statement about Heimerdinger, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Riot doesn't want Hiberninger to be such a good pick. And one of the reasons is being the flex potential that Greg has had. It's kind of the same with Heimer, where he's not the best mid laner, because mid lane is a lot about priority right now. But in top lane and AD carry role, maybe even support, you can definitely pick Heimerdinger, just survive, and then put down your turrets in your own objective, and well, GG, what you're gonna do to like 3 Heimerdinger turrets sitting there.
Yeah, it depends. I think Heimerdinger is like only the one trick ponies played Heimerdinger, like in solo queue at least, and we never saw Heimerdinger in any official league or like, you know, any tournaments or stuff. So I feel like this just Riot doesn't want to see Heimerdinger at all, so they just put a slightly nerf onto him so that no one picks him from now on, just in case. Next up we have Jinx, slightly nerf on the Q. It's not slightly, but it's like a small nerf, obviously. I like it. I feel like Jinx is a really good pick right now, and especially the ultimate. Being able to just steal barons and dragons and objectives overall with just like 1k 0.5 HP, just like that, you can't even outsmite it. Like, there's no way. So I feel like the champion needs to like get a little nerfed. I want to see a bit more, like maybe some ultimate changes. I don't know, but I guess that's fine.
Yeah, next up is the Kane thing. And the Kane thing is really interesting because what it looks like is that they see too much Assassin Kane, or at least Riot thinks there's too much Assassin Kane. And they still, since they're nerfing all the camp tank junglers, or at least they're trying to, they're failing at it, but they're trying to. They want to bring back some other tanky bruisers as well. And Kane can do the same thing. And what the thing is here with Kane is that we really have to see how influential it's going to be. Because if you're buffing Kane's damage, that means you're also buffing his tankiness because of the healing passive of the Darkened form. So this Q buff is actually making him more tanky as well. And I'm really curious to see if like what the numbers are going to be and how his win rate is going to skyrocket or just go by 0.5% or something.
Yeah, obviously, like Kane is a hard summon to play in the jungle now, because he's like he needs some time to start working. Getting the form is really hard, especially in this kind of meta where a lot of early picks are being picked, and Kane is not the fastest jungler ever, but there is for sure like a playstyle that you can actually pick Kane and do stuff. I think it's fine to bring back Kane, especially the Darkin Kane. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's like it's a different playstyle, and you like to see always like a different playstyle if we see it. But I think that's enough for Kane. Next up is Kindred. I really love the Kindred changes. I feel like Kindred is a champion that all the time comes up when like MSI or Worlds come up. It's a champion that has a lot of playstyle around it. Needs prio from the team. It's so like nice to just watch Kindred in competitive because you see all the team trying to play around the Kindred for the marks and for the prio and everything. So like the buffs are nice. I feel like Q buffs are like super nice for the Kindred. I think the Kindred, the champion is already good enough, and the buffs will make her like a bit slightly better as well, since all the Camp Tank champions got nerfed. So now I feel like the timing is perfect for Kindred right now.
Yeah, what you have to keep in mind with Kindred, especially with the CDR buff as well, is that Kindred doesn't build CDR items. So this is actually 1 second straight up of every Q. It doesn't change the Q while you're standing in her W, but it is straight up one extra Q. Or sorry, 1 second off the Q, which is just, it can like be a lot, especially in those early fights where you're like, can I get a second Q off? Do I win the crab fight? Well, now you do. Suddenly you do win
Yes.
the crab fights as a weak early jungler, and that's really big.
Hmm. Huge, huge. Now we
Yeah.
have the usual Kog'Maw Lulu buffs. I think you can talk about it more. It's not
Yeah.
my thing here.
Kokma, and also shout out to Hino, our AD carry who loves Kokma. Kokma has been an interesting champion for a while. Because what Kokma used to do is you used to go with the old items, you Blade of the Rune King, Rage Blade Runes, you just sit down, you hope you get as many buffs as possible, and you just do as much damage as you can before you die. Whereas with the new items, Kokma's playstyle has a bit changed. And what the thing is with him is that he still needs time to do damage. Still needs to probably get multiple Kraken Slayer stacks off. And what allows him to do that better is especially the E cooled or sorry, the E mana buff, which is straight up you're getting more slows during laning phase. And if we compare that, or if we add actually that with the Lulu Whimsy buff, which I think is really not necessary, Kog'Maw Lulu is suddenly a stronger lane. Whereas right now, or before this patch rather, they will be going even against most lanes. They would still get punished by hard poke lanes or ranged lanes that outrange them, or blitzcarrying even. Suddenly they're winning that. And there isn't a reason for them to be winning that, because in theory they should lose it. It's just Riot prefers to see more playstyles. I do think a Lulu skin is coming out soon as well, so they need to buff Lulu. But Lulu Kog'Maw will be a thing, and not only Lulu in support role. Um, Moonstone is still a thing, but on Lulu also the new Shrelia synergize as well, since she has both her E and a W being a shield or a buff, which means she has multiple ways to actually proc the Shrelias. And with Kog'Maws or even Aphelios or Jinxes, their preference to actually move fast, move kind of as a frontliner, Lulu is gonna be a pick in probably 3 or 4 roles this MSI, and it wouldn't surprise me to see her having a over 50% ban rate.
Yeah, I think that Simon is just overall broken. I don't know why they decided to buff her, but it's fine. Hey, Riot, you do you. Like, I'm not the one to talk. I feel like bot lane is the most broken role right now. It's mostly about bot diff. ADKs are just too broken with the new items. Supports like just overall the most broken role ever, the easiest role as well. But anyway, let's continue with the Morgana. Morgana nerf obviously on the W. Simon has been busted from the last patch. Morgana jungle, you see it all the time. That Simon just wave clears too fast, has a stun for like she can Q you, ult you, and then Q you again, and you're just stunned for like 5 years. Simon needs a nerf obviously. She's way too fast on wave on the jungle clear, and she just, I don't like her on the jungle. I don't like her on support. I don't like her on the jungle. Just remove that Summer from the game. Like, why is she in the game? You know? But it's fine. I get it. Morgana. People need to play Morgana because of the Black Shield. But either way, I feel like the nerf is fine. I would have liked it if it was like 10 more percent. But this is still fine, obviously. What are your thoughts about it, though, Stigil?
I think that it definitely slows down her clear speed. I'm curious to see how it interacts. Kind of the same thing with which we had with Kayn. Morgana passive lets her heal of her spells, which means that she is also very healthy with her clear. And that's why I think it might impact her a little bit. On the other side, it's still a Morgana. So if you're gonna pick Morgana, there's a reason for it. It's because you have a black shield and you have a million years root. And I don't think that's gonna change anything with these nerfs. I think this is more of a solo queue thing nerf than an actual competitive play nerf.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, same kind of thing. Rumble nerf. Obviously, the champion has been busted because of the passive change. He's been busted in lanes, in jungle, like every role. He needed a nerf. Obviously, this is the nerf that we all waited for. I think it's still like they didn't nerf him too hard. Like I feel like the nerf is just so that he still stays strong, like just like that. I feel like if you pick Rumble, it's gonna be the same thing. The passive is like slightly changed. I feel like it's like a fine nerf. The champion can be still picked. I don't know about you though. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's mostly for his laning phase. Because while you're in team fights, you're probably setting up or trying to at least aggressively get the equalizer off. And maybe you get one auto attack off in a team fight. So that's not the thing. And that's also not the problem with Rumble. Rumble right now is just, you're in lane, I'm in lane, but I'm Rumble. So I run at you, I press all my buttons, and you just burn. And there's nothing to do. I like this nerf for that, but I would rather have seen them giving more opportunities to actually punish the Rumble. Because right now, you can't really punish him. He runs at you because he has W movement speed, he has the shield as well. He does all this damage and he runs out again. And we still don't get to actually punish Rumble for doing that. And that is, in my opinion, a bit of an issue.
Exactly. Okay, you go.
Yeah. Before I go further, just for everyone who just joined us, in the chat there is a link to our 1v1 tournament. We will be hosting a 1v1 tournament today, where the winner will either, and I need confirmation from the production side, but the winner will get an RP prize. I don't know the exact amount of the prize. And we also have a Ronaldo joining. Fnatic Ronaldo, as I believe. I don't know exactly what team he's playing on right now. He's in the Spanish leagues, but the guy is insane. And if you want to play against an insane player, well, this is your chance. And if you're lucky, you can even beat him in the finals. Brag about it to your friends.
Yes. Yeah, I think we shall continue now. Okay, so set changes. W damage ratio up. I feel like that's fine. Ulti AD ratio up as well. I feel like that kind of brings back the top set where you go like kind of bruiser, like damage style, which is fine. I really like the AD kind of set, because you don't just pick it, you pick it because you have an idea behind it, and you pick it mostly as a counter pick. So I really like that set is brought back to top lane rather than support, because I'm not gonna lie, the Hex Flash is kind of broken in like versus mid lane, and all the supports like Hex Flashing from your Raptors behind you, kind of annoying. Let's just change that. The less Hex Flash supports there are, the better for us mid laners. So I feel like that's completely fine and really nice change.
Yeah, I really hope to see more Set. Not only because he's just fun to watch, but it's also a pick to punish your blind pick Sion, Ornn stuff. Set is actually a champion that's able to beat that and still be your frontliner for team fights. In that he's kind of the similar thing as Kled is, whereas Kled is more of a long range engage thing, and Set is more disruption. So with this, I would have loved to see a Kled buff, which we don't get, but the Set buff is a beginning. Next up, Shen. And Shen, I think we have to. Do we want to dive into the numbers here, Sando?
Where is Tim? I think Tim can help us out here.
Yeah. The thing with Shen is what you have to keep in mind is that most of the times, if you actually want to use a good Shen ult, you have to be proactive with it. So you're generally, in at least competitive play, you're never ulting one of your low HP targets because they randomly got picked on. That's not what you're picking Shen for. You're picking Shen to either go with a Hecarim to dive in, Kha'Zix stealth, Akali, stuff like that. And in that, it doesn't really change the maximum shield. The maximum shield got nerfed, but if someone's getting ulted for 1k by a Shen, most of the times the enemy team actually stops attacking that target because you're never going to break the shield anyway. And you might actually sometimes be able to break the minimum shield. So in that, yes, it might be a little early game nerf. But I don't really get the idea behind it, because the Shen ult thing, if you want to nerf it or you buff it, you probably need to do something with the cooldown to change actually the gameplay around the Shen ult. What do you think, Sandro?
I think it's like almost the same. They just change a bit the numbers. I don't think it matters a lot. As you said, like it's more of a proactive thing. So like it doesn't really matter. I think it's gonna be more of a solo queue thing. The new ultimate, kind of the new. But I don't think it's gonna be like if you pick Sen in competitive, you know why you pick Sen. So I don't think it's gonna matter at all. I think that's mostly about the time. There's nothing else. Like they just change a bit the numbers.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we have your favorite champion, Taric, with the nerf buff. I mean the mana buffs. Obviously, Champion is like insane in competitive, and he needs like a better laning phase. Obviously, his mana Q costs are like too high. He needs either T or like some early mana to buy. Like there's no way otherwise, and it's like still hard. But the champion is super nice and competitive because there's so much you can do with his ultimate, and so much you can deny from enemy teams champions. Especially now with this meta that everyone just wants to go Morgana, everyone wants to go Rumble, and like other stuff that just goes in and then boom, like kills your team. You have Taric and then boom, like your team just stays alive, and then you can turn the fight around.
Yeah, what we have to like consider as well, at level 1 it's not changed, but what you can do, or what at least a lot of people do, is actually get 3 levels Q and then max E first. So through whole level 5 to about 10, 11, it's actually 10 mana per cast. And since you're actually spamming it a lot, especially in longer fights, this is actually a pretty big buff, which might bring Taric back finally, because it's actually a reactive support. Because we have seen the Rel, we've seen Leona, Nautilus, we've seen enough engages. And now we're actually going to see the other side of the support role, and that's being reactive and actually carrying for that. So I'm really excited to actually see Taric back again. He makes me happy.
Yeah, everyone loves Taric, yes, of course. Okay, next up we have Trundle buff on the E, rank 1 level. It's the slow is insane. They really buffed it. I don't really see the idea behind Trundle because Trundle is not a champion that is usually picked in competitive right now. There are way better junglers, but with the current changes, Trundle might actually come back in the meta. Since with his ultimate, he can just literally deny one like tank from the enemy team and just burst through the front line. The rank 1 extra slow will help a lot on the ganks from Trundle since he's kinda weak while ganking. But overall, I feel like it's not the best champion to gank because like mid lane usually you have phase rush. So like with phase rush, like slows get like kinda denied either way, right? You just run away from the slow. So like I don't really see why you wanna pick Trundle. Maybe for bot lane. Like I don't know. Maybe you can enlighten us, Stickel.
Yeah, there is in some cases, and it's mostly LPL, because they are actually able to play it. Trundle top players, where you rush Triforce, and it's kind of, he's an insane split pusher. He still loses to the hard split pushes, but no one plays Fiora. No one's able to actually play Aurelia at a good enough level to pick it. And Jax can maybe beat him, but besides that, Trundle is your pretty much ideal split pusher against the hard tanks. But I don't think this buff to him is actually gonna help top Trundle at all. It's mostly probably a jungle buff, and probably compared to the other tank shredders that we have in the jungle, for example. I think that's just the idea here. They want to bring back tank shredders better to attack the camp tech meta in the jungle.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too. Nothing too insane. Next up we have Next up we have the Vladimir nerf again on the queue. Obviously, Vladimir was it got like, not gonna lie, a huge buff. Elite 500 said that it felt insane, the 1 second cooldown, and it was actually. Now they go back to like, okay, that was too big. Let's just give it like a little nerf, but it's still like a good thing for Vladimir, especially on hard matchups where you get to max the Q. You get to spam the Q more. You can lifesteal more. It's fine. It doesn't really change a lot. Like in game, the 0.4 seconds that it changes overall, I think it's fine. But Vladimir needs like a different kind of change because the pick is not getting picked in competitive, while because like he's just too like slow. Like he needs a lot of time to like start going on, and I feel like the Q change is more of a, okay, you have problems staying in lane, so here like boom, a Q buff, because yeah, the champion is kind of dog shit like in lane.
Yeah, the idea is good to like kind of nerf the too strong of a Vladimir right now, but I don't think like that this is gonna fix anything or the reasons why you're picking Vladimir in general. What is interesting though is Zeref buffs. Finally, some different playstyles. Um, and even though I don't know the exact breakpoints, I think it's 100 AP. Issue with this is, of course, mid lane mage items, which are below trash tier right now. I still hope for somewhat of a refix of the mage items. I think it's probably coming. But 100 AP is, and you have to correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably what you're hitting about 15 to 20 minutes into the game.
Mhm. A
Um,
bit sooner as well, but yes.
yeah, and it actually is a good counter to your Azir, for example. It's a really strong Azir counter. And it's still, of course, your artillery mage from the backline, together with Vel'Koz. Different playstyle than Vel'Koz, but it's still the same concept in team fighting you can do, which it will be nice to see if some teams can actually bring it out on MSI, for example. Because I think one of the teams that could play it is now Monkia, since it's Korean, it's a controlled style, and Zeref kind of fits that playstyle. So I would love to see them pick it. I would also love to see them fail with it because it's still a very unique thing. It would at least be fun to see.
I agree so too. Okay, I think that's all with the champion nerfs or changes. I mean, now we are up to the items. Dead Man's Plate. I love this change, this nerf. I love it. You just like you had all those movement speed hungry champions abusing the movement speed items, and they just were so tanky that they wouldn't die ever. They could like keep up with you, kill you, and get out with just running around. So I feel like changing the health kinda keeps the idea, the theme of movement speed. Haha, okay, you run fast, but then like, okay, you might die though. Like you are risking more with your life than just than just nerfing the movement speed. I feel like that's really good overall.
Yeah, the other issue with Deadman's Blade and overall armor items is that there's your other options are either Randuin's or Frozen Heart, and those are not good right now. So it's really awkward. Like, yes, you're nerfing Deadman's Blade, but we're not getting anything back. We're just making tanks weaker. And some people might like that, some people might not, but tanks will be weaker, guys, and we have to start attacking it.
Hey guys, hey, who's on? Well, hey, let's deny all the tanks, boys. Let's go. Bring back assassins. Come on. Yes. Okay. Death Dance Saints. Attack damage buffed, armor buffed slightly. Still, I don't think it changes anything, to be honest. The item is still not the best. You just pick it whenever you need it, right? So I don't think it changes a lot. I don't think anyone really needs to pick Death Dance if you don't have to. And the stats aren't that huge to just pick it for no reason. So I feel like it's just a nice overall buff. I think they could have buffed it a bit more, but it's still fine in my opinion. I don't know, like if there's anything else.
Yeah, it's still Death Dance.
Yeah.
Death Dance is still the item you're picking if you're probably getting resets in fights. and I don't see any champion actually using that right now. So yeah, like it's a buff, but it's still it's Death Dance. It's still a shitty item.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we go further, though, I know all of the people watching right now probably have joined our tournament. Thank you for that. Question is though, have your friends joined the tournament? Because of course you want to compete with your friends as well. So ask them for us to probably win an RP prize. Maybe not if you're the better friend, and also your chance to play against a Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, by the way, from Vodafone Giants, actually.
Thank you,
I
Sando,
don't
for
know
correcting
exactly
me.
where they play, but yes, they are in the Spanish league. Ronaldo is from Romania. I'm not sure about his OPTZ right now, but I can find it as well. I can find it. He's Grandmaster. His pick is Grandmaster 500 LP, by the way, mid laner. He's kind of insane guy. His win rates are kind of insane. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
kind of a good player, you know. He's pretty
yeah. Yeah. You guys get to play with EU Masters kind of level guys. So hey, you better join the tournament. That's all I know.
yeah. All right, next up, Moonstone, and this is actually something that makes me a little bit happy, both as a player and as a coach as well. Moonstone is kind of rough since the change because Shrewias is such a good option with all the movement speed that junglers have. Well, if you're just as fast as a jungler, they don't catch you. You don't get bear slapped in the face by an Udyr. So that's what making Shrewias so strong, Moonstone, for that week. And this is really a nice buff to probably Soraka, for example, which is you usually really able to like get the started passive off. And I hope that we're gonna see it more. I'm sorry for all the AD carries who are gonna like be probably even weaker in laning phase. I have to say I'm sorry for you guys. Your role is getting nerfed indirectly, but in the end you're getting more heals. So late game you guys can be happy.
Yes, I think Moonstone it got kind of left to the ground, right? Now it's like slightly buff, obviously. Not the like you just pick Moonstone if you really want it, right? It's not like oh this is just broken, I just pick it. It's like oh I need Moonstone, so I go Moonstone. Overall, I think it's fine. I think it's needed, and it's fine as well. But I want to talk about Prowler's Claw. That's an interesting one. I don't really understand why they did what they did. Uh, like, is that a noob-friendly kind of thing? Like, can you not click on the
I think it
minion?
is.
Like, you can click on the minion. Oh, it's fine. You can just go either way. Like, why? You know, like, why would we do this? Like, I don't really understand. It's not even a hard thing to do. Like, it's not even hard to like put your mouse over a minion or like a champion and just click it. So I have no idea why that's a thing or why they made it a thing. Maybe a router was having problems. I don't know. But yeah, insane.
It's just weird, and I don't see the reason for it. I think that the item was fine. It's still a really good first item power spike for assassins like Zed, probably. You might like that, Sando. But
Yes, yes.
I don't see why we have to make a hard item noob friendly in a game that is actually all, well, not all, but in solo queue at least a lot about mechanical skill.
Exactly. Next up, Sunfire Aegis. Okay, that's a big thing over here for the jungle guys. Jungle tanks are coming back. I think this is gonna be a meta where we are gonna see more of Zac, maybe not in competitive, but I think in solo queue, tank junglers are gonna be coming back. Maybe some tank Jarvan, some like I don't know, like some other picks that we don't usually see. Maybe even Ramus if camp tank doesn't really work. I feel like the wave clear is gonna be really fast, and it's just like a really good buff for the tank junglers, in my opinion. I don't know if there's anything else though.
Probably not. It's just like the real tank junglers. Because yes, Udyr is a tank jungler. He has Folly Barriers, he has Hacker Miss, but are they really tank junglers compared to your 4 item Sejuani with like 400 armor MR passive?
Exactly. Yeah. Next up, the Chem Tank. Hey, the nerf, it's obvious. We all knew that it was coming. Good nerf, in my opinion. 20% off is decent nerf because the item was kind of strong. It was like a combination of Randuins and some old themes just all together, and it was just one item, and it was like buffed to the hell, right? But now with all the kind of items as well, the movement speed items kind of nerfed, I feel like this was needed. 20% might have been too much though. I think they kind of killed the item now. Not quite sure. But maybe we just see it on the Ramos from now on only. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't even know like who can actually use it.
Yeah, it's a good attack to the playstyle of the Turbo Chem tank. But what they forgot is that, for example, Alistar likes to pick it as well. Rel could pick it, and those champions got pretty hard nerfed by this as well. For I don't know why exactly. If they would have just nerfed the damage, then yes, maybe Chem tank choke top or picks like that get nerfed as well. But who plays that anyway in competitive? So
Exactly.
I'm curious to see how actually influential it's gonna be on the Udyr Hecarim Volibear trio.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think as well.
Yeah, and I think that we have our last item coming up, Wit's End, which is, I think you can dive deeper into the item.
Yeah. Okay. So, Wit's End was, in my opinion, last season, a really huge item, especially if you were playing against like two mages, both in mid and jungle. It was like a must on Yasuo, on Irelia, on like any attack speed based champion. It had lifesteal as well. I think that was the biggest thing, the theme of Wit's End, that you just pick it, you have MR, attack speed, and lifesteal. That's like basically all you need. And it was like the price was fine. Now they like it doesn't give you anything. It gives you AD, attack speed. That's it. Like some damage with a passive, but you don't really need it, right? Yeah, you don't get Wit's End for that. You get Wit's End to survive, to be able to like do more plays and to like deny the enemy from actually killing you. So I feel like the Witch End is just too expensive, too shitty. I would never build it. I feel like it's not a good item to like. I feel like it's worthless to pick it.
Yeah, the reason why you picked it on Yasuo as well is because it's still, or not even Yasuo only, but also like Aurelia, those champions. It's like it's still a good first item, and it really lets you itemize against what you want to itemize against. Is your AP double, like your double AP top jungle or mid jungle, and for that I would have rather like seen them reduce the cost or do some other buff that actually helps the playstyle it has. Because yes, 1080 is nice, but you're not picking Wit's End to suddenly become insanely strong. If you do that, then why are you building Wit's End in the first place?
Exactly. That's my problem as well. And I don't like the fucking item. They need to change it. I'm sorry, but they need to change it. Like, I've been playing Aurelia. I don't have a good MR item to build first item. Like, fix the item. You have it. Just fix it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your mid lane struggles with us, Sando.
Yes.
Last thing I think we have to watch
shops.
is
Okay,
not
yes,
the
go
in-game
ahead.
shops updates, not the ring speed updates, is the skins, of course. Because we finally got the down one skins released. And I think it's
Okay.
nice for everyone who doesn't read patch notes. First of all, if you want to get better, read the patch notes because they're info. But also, you see skins for the first time. I think they look good. It isn't the best skin line, in my opinion, for the Worlds. But there are definitely some cool skins in there.
Yeah, for sure. The Conqueror Jax looks pretty insane to me, not gonna lie. And the Twisted Fate one is actually insane. Nidalee is kind of a hack, and the rest is whatever. But guys, just get the Nidalee skin. It's paid to win. Just get it. Like, just win some games. Why not? You know, Doc might already have gotten it and have won like some games probably. Either way, I think that's mostly it with the patch notes for now. I don't know if there's anything else.
Yes, I think, yeah, the patch notes, they're interesting. And I really hope that we're going to see some new strategies on MSI. Because MSI is the first major tournament we have this season. And it's got to be really fun. For those who haven't seen the format, I don't know exactly what it is, but I believe that for the first week, we're going to have 6 games every day for about 6 days straight, which means we're getting an insane amount of competitive League of Legends. And of course, I'm saying competitive. Not all games are competitive because we have a team for the NA region, but still, most games should be competitive.
That's it. That's it. You did them dirty. You did them dirty. Come on.
Yeah, sometimes you have to like to take your chances, of course, because it's
Yes, yes. I mean, hey, it's not your fault. They are done bad. They know it. NA, step it up. Please do something. We are bored. Just like we try so hard to beat Korea and China and every other region, and you just sit there like knowing that you're just down bad. Like, come on, step it up. Stop buying like imports. Do something. Ah,
Yeah, I think it's probably, but I haven't experienced it myself. It's a solo queue thing there, where yes, they have some talent, but I don't think the talent is as well trained from basically getting into solo queue and then actually transitioning into the pro scene. In EU, there's a lot of national leagues, and those national leagues actually create talent. A part of, I believe, Mad Lions is completely new since 2 years in the LEC, and well, they just won it. They beat G2, they beat Fnatic, Origin, all those teams, just because it's raw talent that we're creating. And I hope that at some point we will get more of that talent from NA as well.
yeah. I feel like the biggest problem on like the difference between EU and NA is that in EU we have like so much competitive because we have so many like different countries, right? And every country has their own league basically. And so like if you want to rank up, then you have to be the best not only in your league, like in your country, but you have to like show off so like you can be the better player from other countries as well. So I feel like the competitive stakes are way higher than in NA, where you just okay, you're high like in solo queue, okay, you played like in this team, in this team, and in this team. I feel like that's like probably the biggest issue, but they do have like the money to do stuff. Like I don't know. By the way, we still wait. We're still waiting for people to join the tournament. So if you guys still know anyone that can join the 1v1 that we will have soon, please let them know. Please join. It's a prize. You get RP if you win, and you get to play versus Ronaldo. Vodafone Giants mid laner. Come on, guys. Like, when are you gonna get this chance again? EU master level player. You can play against him in a 1v1. Like, who gets the chance? Just join. Come on. Just do it. Like, step it up.
Yeah,
Step it up. Come on.
step it up, step it up. Not only Ronaldo, also a chance to get free RP just for beating people in a 1v1 tournament. I want that. If I wouldn't cast it with Sando, I would join. We'll probably beat all of you,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I would join. Like we would
Okay,
join. We would get
okay.
RP.
Calm down. Calm down. Hey, calm down. You wouldn't win
Sorry,
again.
I'm hyped.
Okay.
I'm hyped.
Yeah. Yeah. Brom, you need to calm down as well. You were lucky last time, but you remember that you lost. So hey, calm down, buddy.
Yes. Also, as a heads up, some of our main team and academy team will also be playing in the tournament. So if you want to see how you match them up against those, this is your chance as well.
Yes, it's gonna be hella fun. I won urban tournament. Okay, bro, like calm down, like come to your teach, man. Like what the fuck? Like, calm down. Like this guy, man. This guy. He thinks that he's gonna win Ronaldo. Yeah. Like he's that cocky.
I hope he gets against Ronaldo. I hope he gets first round gets the Ronaldo.
I get reverse against Heino. Vanik, I believe in you. Come on, you got this time.
Yes.
Come on. Leave me alone.
Yeah, something else which we can share from the org as well is that we of course did Telialigaen this year. It went pretty well. It went pretty well, yes. To be honest. We ended first in our competition. We promoted to second division, which we will be joining later this year. For that, we are actually starting tryouts. The process has started. You might see some new faces popping up around the urban side. Because what we're looking for, and this is of course what we're looking for, we're really excited if it's gonna happen. But we wanna promote to the first division. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a hard road, but we're going for it. We want to get the first decision. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Sando, but I believe that we can do it.
Yeah, sorry, I saw the comment from Tim Merino and it kind of hit me, He said that I lost to Plat 4. Like sometimes you have bad days. Then people, take it as, I don't know, like fuck it. I lost to Tim, guys. I lost to Tim. I accept my defeat. Okay, fuck it. Let's say it is what it is. But anyways, I think Urban has, how can I say it? Has Doc, okay, and Doc, let's just say he knows some people, okay.
Yeah, this is an inside joke of Orban, by the way. But Doc basically knows people all over the world doing all kind of stuff. For example,
producer,
he knows Ronaldo, and yeah, he just knows Ronaldo, and he knows all kind of people. But yeah, go ahead, Sando.
Yeah, no. I feel like the org is gonna go so big, it's insane. I saw some kind of names from the tryouts, like some of BTTs. I didn't even expect it, to be honest. Like the level that people actually want to join is insane. But I feel like overall, the team is just gonna like either win or be top 3 easy. Like it's like running so smooth. The whole like org team. Players are really nice. Sometimes kind of late, but it is what it is. We fixed this. Overall, I feel like the org it's probably gonna like either win as again like or just. I feel like the org will win no matter what. Even if I'm not playing, like gonna be like if I'm not playing, then it's top 3 probably. What can you do? But
yeah, like with you, we win for sure, right? That's the idea.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
What can you do, man? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think we can probably do really good. And I have to say, for me personally, I haven't seen all the games in second division, not the most, but I did see some games. I saw some of people at GGs. I think we definitely have a chance. I still think that we need to focus a lot on our team play. And that's me speaking as a coach and an analyst, maybe, is that's probably the main things that we're working on right now. We're fixing our communication as well. And so that will probably make us really stronger as a team right now. Not only the players that we have currently, but also with all the players that are coming in. An academy team, which we will be creating as well. It's going to be a good foundation also to grow for the future. And that makes me happy as well.
Yeah, Team Merino had a really good comment that if we don't have team, we'll go 5th place. But without him, with him we go to EU Masters. Insane.
EU Masters. Okay.
Dude, but like I'm sorry, but like the process of going to EU Masters from like Norway, Finland, and like those kind of countries, how do you call them? Like I don't even
Really
know,
hard,
but
difficult,
yeah,
fucked up.
Either way, the process is so fucking insane. Like you have to win the country, then you have to play against those kind of countries all together, and then you have to beat them, and then you get to EU Masters, which is like what the fuck, bro? Like in Greece, you just get like first, and then boom, spot to EU Masters.
Yep.
It's insane the difference in level though. Like that's the difference in levels though, right? Because like one team, like Greek teams, cannot win so much in EU Masters just because the level is not that high yet. But you see like teams from Norway, Finland, like those kind of countries go slightly more ahead because they do have slightly better training, slightly better matches overall, more competitive. Again, the idea. But now we have in our screens the Urban Esports 1v1 tournament. People are still setting up, I think, or are we ready? I'm not sure yet.
I'm also not sure. I think there might still be people trying to join. I hope there are at least, because this is your chance, as we have said multiple times. This is your chance to play against the best players in the world, playing on Urban Esports, of course, and Ronaldo. Well, I don't know who you value more. I would value the Urban players higher, but hey, that's just my opinion.
Uh-huh.
This is the tournament setup. It's a knockout stage. I have to ask our producer what is the exact format. I believe that it's best of ones. We do play on Howling Abyss. We play either First Blood, we play 2 level lead, 100 CS, or First Tower. And of course, we're looking for First Bloods because hey, we want some fun here. We're not doing 1v1 tournament just to get good macro. We want fun.
Guys, you better fucking kill each other. That's all I'm saying. I better have to cast like some 1v1, some crazy 1v1s, okay? Don't pick the boring, I don't know, like what's even farming, the Caitlyn, for example. Don't just pick Caitlyn. Like, pick the Vayne, pick the Darius, go in, pick the Fiora, if you dare. Pick the Akali. Like, I want to see some Akali today.
I even would love to see a Silas, even if it's
Yeah,
blind.
true.
Just blind Silas in a 1v1. Well, I respect that. I definitely
exactly.
respect that. And if you're winning with it, hey, big props to you.
Hey, exactly. Is the final gonna be best of 3? I think it is, right? Or
It should be. We will
yeah.
make the producer set that up. That will be a best of 3. All items and all champions will be open, by the way. We don't have people ban stuff, only the champions that are banned if Riot actually messed up something again for some reason. Although they haven't done it in a while. So, round of applause for Riot, maybe. The servers are fine, actually. Clash seemed to be working last time.
For the first time.
For the first time. And I think it was good. I think it was good. We're improving. We're learning as Riot. It's not like there's, a lot of money there, or like there is a lot of experience there and they've done this for 11 years or something. No, it's just, but yeah.
Yeah, extra. We are waiting for the producer slash doc to be ready with everything, and then we can start. What else? Okay, let's just talk about the MSI favorites for this tournament that is coming up. Like, who do you think that is like favored to win the MSI?
I have 2 favorites in mind. And the first one is Cloud9 with Nevermind. The first
They're
one
not
is
bad. They're not bad.
Dalmankia. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will stop. If we have viewers from NA, I'm sorry. And as our producer just said in chat, we have time for a Q&A as well. So if you do have questions, post them in chat. We will answer them after we've discussed the MSI here. What I do think is that Dalmankia will be big. Of course, the LCK representative. Koreans, they're good. But this year especially, they're good. They're defending world champions. There's a reason why they are. There's a reason why they won LCK. Same thing for RNG. Kind of the old underdog favorites from China. As always, RNG is either a flop or they're great. And this year it actually looks like they're great again. And I would love to see a best of 5 final RNG versus LPL where we have the RNG playstyle, which is explosive, which is spicy, which is chaos as well, versus the so slow and methodical playstyle of the LCK, and actually like see which style is currently dominating the pro scene, because that will be influential for us as Urban as well, because we're gonna look at it for sure.
Yeah, I kind of prefer the playstyle that, okay, you just do clean, like when you just play as a team, you don't do mistakes. I prefer that, even though it might be a bit slower playing for objectives. But I feel like overall, that's like what I want to see, how like people just pick the champions and then just play perfectly to their champions' limits. I'm enjoying it way more. But before we continue, boys, before we get ready, check it out. Urban Esports hoodie. It's still not as cold as warm yet, so it's still perfect time. You can get your name on the back as well, guys. Just get it. Like, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Get your hoodie now. It's Is it 10% off or 20%? Like, is it even? Do we have a discount right now?
I believe it's 10% off, but I am not completely sure right now.
Yeah, producer has to
Yeah.
say something here, but
Yeah.
either way, guys, get
While
your hoodie.
while you're at that site, by the way, and while you're looking around, we also offer coaching. Coaching can currently be done by either me as the team coach, Sando, our mid laner, or um, Tim Marino, our top laner. You can pick your time slots when we're available, and when you're available, get in contact with us through the site, and we can make you better for sure.
Yeah, I dropped the link as well for the coaching.
Nice, Sando.
So yes, anyone is interested, just hit us up, and we do a thing or two. Maybe we do some stream from this site, and then we analyze some bots, either from pro players or just overall some good games. Yes, does apply to different. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Do you want to cast every game, or do we just play the games? I think I'm gonna be casting, not playing, actually, bro. So good luck to you, man. You don't
Yeah,
gonna be
I think we
facing
will
me.
be casting every game, and we will talk about some random stuff in the meantime. As for now, it looks like at least our producer is ready. What we need for now is every player to be ready as well. And what I think we do is that we do the first round matches as well. Even though there are only two, we do those first. And after that, we move into the quarterfinals matches. I have to get confirmation from our producer. Thank you for Doctor Producer, by the way, to set everything up behind the screens. Even though we make the content, you make the shit happen.
Yes, Doc is doing the hard work, actually. We are doing the easy work. But either way, are we gonna be the ones making the custom games? By the way, I'm not sure how it works.
I believe that the site actually gets them tournament coach.
Okay.
And they will either have to invite us or our producer has to actually get us in. I don't exactly see any tournament codes myself yet, but I will try to get those as soon as we can so that we can get you guys some cool 1v1s.
Yes, and you guys maybe have to wait for approval. I'm not sure because it's first time. Hey guys, it's our first time doing it. It might not be the best, but we try our best. Okay, so wait for it. Okay. I have a question for Sando Team says. Let's hear it. How did you become so good at League? Good question. How do you learn new champions? That's a good question as well. Okay, on the first part, I'm not gonna answer it. Like it's just talent, pure talent. Like nothing you can. Like it's just I'm just built different. Fine. D3 hashtag by the way. Either way, how do you learn new champions? That's a good question because a lot of people don't actually know how to learn new champions. For me, what works the best is I watch either VODs from pro players playing the champion that I want to learn, either solo queue or if I can actually have from pro players from pro games, I watch them preferable. Either way, I watch for like a week or so, like maybe an hour every day, right? And then after that, I watch like a video for like every combo that the champion has, or like every secret thing that you might not know that you can actually do. Then I go into custom mode. Because for mid laners at least, it's kind of hard to CS, so I just CS as much as I can without any damage runes. CS for 10 minutes, try to last hit, blah blah, use your abilities as well to see kind of the combos. Play some normals afterwards, and then you can actually start playing ranked and try the champion in the ranked, and then actually try to think about every game, think what your champion can do or what you want to do, and then watch your VODs afterwards after every game, so you can actually learn something if you can't in game.
Yeah, although I would not suggest first timing champions in ranked. That might not be the most best thing to you do to your teammates as well. But definitely watch some gameplay first. Before doing that, you can just pick the champion in practice tool as well. Although I think it's pretty clear what all champion abilities do. But you need more info, and that's not only on what the actual champion does, but also item builds and how the item interacts with certain things. Even though that's not necessarily the case on every champion, because every champion has a passive, of course, but some passive are straightforward. Some passives interact with certain items. To give an example, Bard can hit a Q, hit an empowered auto, and because it's an empowered auto, you suddenly get an electric Q proc. And those are things you can test out in practice tool, which I would suggest, really. If you're looking to pick up either top, mids, or AD carries, you might want to go into practice tool to also CS as well. CSing with a champion gets kind of a feeling for his cooldowns as well. And of course, CSing is a big part of gameplay, because CS gets you gold, gold gets you damage, and damage gets you wins. And Sando loves his damage.
Yeah, guys, damage is the best, I swear. But either way, I feel like I'm practicing Victor, by the way. Guys in the chat, I'm practicing Victor. It's going pretty well. I've been practicing on EU because I'm too scared to play on EU West. But it's still like kind of D2 level, you know, like D2 EU is kind of like D3, D4 EU West, if you are lucky. I've been popping off lately, but whenever I win, I have like 7 point something CS or like 8 CS hardly, and whenever I lose, I have like 10 something CS, which is kind of weird because I've been freezing a lot lately, and I'm scared that I've been losing the games because I'm freezing. I'm not sure.
Well, freezing is the good thing to do, or at least it makes me as a coach very happy that you're doing it. At least.
Yes.
Only issue is that most of the times teammates don't understand freezing. And if they don't understand freezing, then they force fights. So sometimes you might need to tell your team, hey, I'm freezing. And hope they understand, of course.
Yeah.
Currently on stream, we have actually the first lobby. Although me and Sando aren't invited to the lobby yet. So the casting that we will do will be probably at the same time as you guys are watching, which will be really hype, of course.
Exactly. I think we are almost ready. We'll just wait for the players to begin. Ooh, that's gonna be hype. We have Banik with Skyve Med Silte. I don't know the name, but that guy over there. Banik is the AD player, really skilled guy, but kind of unlucky in the ARAMs. lost last time, early stages.
Yeah, I think ARAMing is not the favorite of AD carries because they have to share CS. Normally, at least in 1v1s, they don't. Question from Tim in the chat: what shampoo do I use? I use a cocoa shampoo, which I use 3 times a week, which I let rest in my hair for 20 seconds and then I wash it out. I don't use conditioner, or I don't use anything else besides a body scrub as well, which is aloe vera.
Yeah, they good info right here. Good columns. Yeah. Okay, now we have the good bans though. We have the Kai'Sa ban and the MF ban from Banik and the Pantheon and Ezra ban from Skyve. Skyve. I hope it's Skyve. I don't want to call him Skive.
Well, you are also Sandoju, so I think we can do that.
Yeah, it's okay. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. The Senna ban. What? Banik ban the Senna out. Okay. Kalista. Okay. Wait, that's kind of unfair, no?
I thought, yeah, this is new for us as well. So what we can do for that, and I hope that all players are here, is that we can probably quit this lobby. But what we want you guys to do is figure out what you want to play before you're actually going into draft, or talk about it with your opponent, how you want to do it. But if you want a blind pick, please be fair. I don't know if this is a thing that went wrong with the creation of tournament codes or on the website that we're using. We are sorry for the issue, but I think the tournament codes instantly provide us with a tournament draft. And since this is our first time, it's a bit unlucky that we have to figure this out on the go as well. But hey, we're still getting 1v1s.
Guys, the prizes are still here. The 1v1 with Ronaldo is still here. So yeah, I know it might be a bit later on, but it's gonna be worth the wait. Okay, so so just wait with us while we try to fix the problems. Doc is doing his best, the producer and the owner and everything. He's actually doing everything that he can. But anyways, as we wait, want to talk about the assassins meta, because I don't know if you saw, but Mark Jitter, the I think it's that guy. He uploaded. I think it's him that uploaded him. They uploaded the new patch that is coming out. So for the new patch, there are some slight, like some, little things coming up. Phase Rush is getting nerfed. Riftmaker, Abyssal Mask, Gwynsus, and Goldringer are getting buffed. And then there are some championers, like just really fast. Darius, Galio, Talon, Jinx, Thresh, Bard, Katarina. And some buffs for Irelia, Kennen, Kayle, Lux, Zyra, and Yumi. They uploaded those in the Twitter, so I think I can say some facts. I'm not sure if we can bring it on the screen as well until we wait, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phase's cooldown is gonna be from 15 seconds to 30 to 10 based on level. So basically, huge nerf for like the early game, right? You can just escape every time with phases. You can just proc it and then be safe in lane as well. You need to be really careful when you proc it as a control mage, the phases from now on. That's probably the biggest thing, the biggest change that we will see for the next patch. Talon nerf, I'm really impressed with it. I didn't think anyone would like nerf Talon. Simon is fucking busted, okay? Let me tell you that much. The damage is unreal. I don't even understand where the damage comes from, but it's fine. Katarina nerf, it's 5 movement speed, guys. Calm down, nothing insane, nothing to worry about. The champion is still the same, still broken as champion. And Irelia bumped to a later patch, more time to work on changes. So Irelia was supposed to get a buff, but they said, okay, we don't have time for this. Next patch, we buff her. So unlucky. I really want to see an Irelia buff, because then that means that maybe MSI players will start playing the Irelia. And I really love the champion, either mid or top, and it's a huge flex as well, right? It's really prio lane, kill pressure, and counters a lot of meta right now. I hope we see some, but it's probably one of the hardest champions to play in lane, obviously. Some cannon buffs as well on the W, on the 4th attack magic damage. Small number changes, small buffs, or maybe not so small, 10 damage, base damage, and then 5% as well on top of that, which is kind of insane. Some Kayle, small buffs, Lux buffs, which I don't really understand, but it is what it is. Some Zyra buffs, though. What do you think about the Zyra buffs?
Yeah, Zara is interesting because she's kind of
Yeah,
like your mage from support, which the idea there is cool because it's unique. And you can say, if I say unique is cool, well, no, Yumi is not cool, by the way, guys. We still need to put that champion in the trash can, but Zara is a cool idea. The thing, though, is that what they are buffing is two things. The E plants, the slowing plants, get E buff from 25 to 30% slow, which probably isn't gonna put her back in. What is big is that the W, the cooldown, is getting a 2-second buff on every rank, which means she's gonna have actually more plants up. And having more plants is kind of exactly what you want as a Zyra player. You need more plants.
okay, sorry to
'Cause
stop you here for 1 second, but
yes,
guys in the chat, you guys have to join the new tournament link in the chat, so we can start the next round, because we had this problem and now we have the new link. So please join the new link in the chat right now. I will link it again once more for the people that just joined or just came back. Please join, because otherwise you won't be participating in the tournament. You will miss your chance to get RP and playing with Ronaldo. But yes, continue, Sticky Group, sorry.
Yes, well, I think that kind of concludes the Zara bus. What's also really big is what they're doing to the jungle, and it's still not the exact patch notes, but what they're basically doing is, and I'm sorry to use these words, but they're making jungle more noob friendly. Because the issue with jungle, at least in lower elo, is that it's too hard and punishing right now, and especially with the amount of smurfs that are in the game, especially in like silver, gold, elo, some in plat even. Is that all these smurfs are just punishing junglers who are still trying to figure out pathing, who aren't the best at that, and that's really punishing for the lower skill level of the game. That's what they're trying to do here. It will, of course, change high level play as well. Not necessarily the amount of gold in the jungle. I think that's still the same. But there might be more time to actually gank lanes as jungler. And that's changing the meta, because suddenly gank junglers are better and farm junglers are a little bit nerfed because of it, maybe. So we might see even less Carthus, less Talia, less Master Yi, less Master Yi Taric, thank God for that. But we might see actually more ganking junglers. So if there's any Lee Sin mains in the chat, this is your chance to shine. His items are still bad, but he's coming back for sure.
Yeah, I'm really actually happy to see I just want to watch Sejuani, Zac, like some tanks, like some junglers that actually need you to ward around the place, right? Because I feel like right now with all these farming early game junglers, you just want to know where the enemy jungler is, and then you just know for a fact that they will be on that side. But if you play, for example, Sejuani, you don't prioritize CS, right? So you can change your path even if it's bad to make it easy gank, and it can work because you don't really lose a lot either way. So I'm really curious to see how players are gonna adapt. If we are actually gonna see some Zac, because I feel like Zac is just overall like the fiddlesticks that you usually have, right? Just coming from like a position that you don't even expect. Just boom, you're just almost dead, and you have to burn flash and run away. So I feel like the game is gonna be like way like it will force laners to ward better, and then it's gonna be a game changer in solo queue at least. I don't know about competitive.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Ola Bola's question: do I want G-Tart to remove? I want it to be a good strategy. Same with the old funnel where we had randomly Pike jungle or we had a Braum jungle even at some point. I still want it to be a strategy, but I want people only to be able to play the strategy if they understand it, not because they have better right click mechanics than the opponents because they're lower elo. I don't think that's a good thing. I think it is a good thing if you're able to actually use the strategy against certain tank picks in the top lane, for example. If people pick kind of an early game tank, not your insane scaling tank, because Ornn will still scale as a tank. But let's take Shen. Shen is a tank in the top lane, but Shen is a tank in the top lane that actually falls off as a tank. And if Taric Yi is able to abuse that, then you suddenly have a really strong snowballing jungler against, well, basically probably no tank. Which means that, hey, you suddenly have a Fed Yi in a good matchup where he's actually able to punish the matchup and not just be strong because, hey, we're playing against noobs or something.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like Master Yi with Taric is just so abusable that it doesn't require too much of a brain. You just pick it and you just do whatever you want, and it still scales fine, even in mid game if you just get one lucky shutdown, and then you are like really unstoppable, and then you just win the game. I feel like if they wanna bring it as a strategy. They need Master Yi to be a better champion overall. They need, like, he needs a rework, obviously, right? The champion is here since like first season. It's almost the same. It needs a rework for sure. And then,
I mean, don't you think that there are other champions that actually need a rework before Yi?
like, like what, for example? Like,
Well, Maokai already had this rework, but Shyvana could use a rework for sure. Shyvana is a bit outdated. The idea is still fine, I think, but right now it's not.
I feel like Sivana actually changed with the new E and like, oh, haha, I'm a Drake, I'm a burn you to death, haha, boom, E, full AP, one shot, right? That was a big change, I think. That's what I mean by like, he hasn't been touched for like a lot of time. I feel like Mundo or Udyr are priorities right now. And after that, I feel like it's time for the Master Yi. Like, just change the champion already. I know that it's like noob friendly. I'm not saying that you should like make the champion hard, but at least change his kit a bit. Like, make slightly changes that can make the champion work for certain matchups or certain team comps, and so that it's not just okay that dumb pick. You just know how, like, okay, I'm in gold. I pick Master Yi and I win.
Yeah, just as an update on the tournament, by the way, currently Riot is struggling with creating tournament game codes. So this time, yes, we again have a technical difficulty, and we're sorry. But it's kind of out of our hands this time, so we're waiting just a couple of minutes to see if the API issue is going to get fixed. And after that, we will see if we actually are able to create the tournament codes or what the plan is. We will get word from our production. We might do a 5v5 custom as well. Well, we still play for prizes because you guys are here for fame, but also for prizes. We know you guys. But we will see in a little bit. On the note of the champion reworks, what do you think of the Zin rework, Sando?
Okay, the Zin rework is actually really interesting. The new W is pretty much insane. The first time I ever saw it was in game, and the Xin Zhao W'd from the other side of the mid lane, and it hit me, and I was just dead, obviously. But once you get to know the new abilities, the range, and everything, right? I feel like the Xin Zhao change is huge. I feel like it's needed, and I feel like the champion is actually playable now. I don't think it's competitive ready yet, unless a new build path is out. But I feel like the build path is the biggest problem with Xin Zhao. People usually go Eclipse nowadays, so it's really good in solo queue because once you get ahead once, like you get ahead once, and then you just snowball the game with lethality, with that attack damage, with his range. People don't really expect you to just be in the boost and then just W from like 10 meters away, and you just jump onto them with the E. I feel like the champion is good in solo queue. Not sure about competitive though.
Yeah, what I think as well is what actually gave him more power. Normally, if you wanted to dash in, you had to instantly decide. Whereas if you hit in now, you still have room to decide. Basically, the same with Lee Sin Q. Of course, we all know the name. My mind is telling me no.
Yeah.
Xin Zhao is kind of the same as that was, which I think is really good for the champion.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine. I think Xin Zhao was already fine. It was for sure playable. I was playing it in solo queue whenever I was autofilled because I feel like Simon is easy, wasn't hard, and I was winning. So I don't think the Simon was too weak. But either way, the buff is fine. The buff is nice. I don't think that Xin Zhao is broken. I feel like he's fine though. I feel like that's what he needed the most to be playable again from everyone, I guess. And Xin Zhao reminds me a lot of Vi, actually, that no one really plays in higher elo, kind of, or no one really knows how to play here, actually. I feel like everyone that plays Vi is either really bad on Vi or just they just don't know how to play the champion. I feel like with Ultimate, you can do so many plays and so many forced flashes or like dives that there's no counterplay to it, right? It's just boom, a Mazahar ultimate onto you, and you cannot do anything. You just have to take it. And I don't understand why that summon is not that picked, that much picked yet, but I guess maybe a nice little rework will come up soon for her as well. Because I love those kind of ideas where you just don't know from where they're coming, and boom, you got ganked, and then boom, you get dead.
Yeah. Would be fun to see more unique strategies than we have Uga Buga or Udir Hekurim right now.
Exactly, because that's the
Yeah.
most boring. Like, you know that they are coming, and there's nothing you can do, right? It's just okay, fuck. Like, I have to either flash or just try to run away, I guess. But like with summons like Fiddlesticks, like that. Oh, okay, it's a Fiddlesticks. I have to ward defensively, for example, right? I'm control mage mid lane. I go ward. Oh, there he is, right? I go back. So I feel like there's a different playstyle, and it's fun because you actually have to outsmart your opponent basically, and there is counterplay to it. In difference with, for example, Hekarim. Oh, haha! I ulted you. I ulted from behind you, and then boom, pushed you with E onto my enemy, and I started my E from base, and I still caught onto you. Like, it's just. Okay, we have an
Yeah.
update as it seems.
Yes. What we will do for now, first of all, we're sorry. In the future, we're gonna probably host more 1v1 tournaments with different prices, with maybe other famous people that Doc knows. We will see who we can invite for us. What we will do for now is that we will do a custom 5v5 so that you guys still get your playtime. And what we will be playing for is actually 5 skins. So the winning
Guys,
team gets a skin for every player.
insane.
It's insane. What we do need for that is that you guys put your IGNs in the Twitch chat, and our producer will invite you guys to it. I hope he will invite us as well so that we can spectate it. For everyone not able to play, not playing, Sono and I will be casting games. This is gonna be spicy. This is gonna be extremely fun. I hope for a bloody banger. I hope for a Brazilian type game where we have a Draven versus Callistabot or something, and just people want to pop off.
I think it's gonna be fun. Like, if it's gonna be actually like random as well, like random picks, it's gonna be so much fun, right? Because I'm really curious to see what the stats are gonna be. I wanna see if there's gonna be voice chat as well. Like, are the people just gonna join Discord and just actually shot call? Like, are there any stances? I have no idea about Aram, by the way. It's gonna be my very first time actually watching 5v5 with like people trying to win. It's gonna be my first time ever. So just please, guys, write your name, your in-game name, in the chat, and then a producer will invite you. I hope we have 10 people and only 10 people, so that no one is left behind.
Yeah, that is something for our producer to worry about, I think.
Yeah. I think that we will be. Yes, we swapped screens now. We will be watching the game through producer's screen, as much as I understand. So that shouldn't be a problem. There might be a slight problem with sound, but we will see. Probably not.
At least
Probably
hear
not.
the client, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good already.
Yes, exactly.
I just hope to see fun picks, to be honest, because there's a lot
Yeah.
of different ARAM strategies. Like you can get Fiddle and you ult in Fast 5, and you have Nar come up with it. But yeah, I don't think that's really fun to watch. I just
Yeah.
hope to see just a 5v5 melee or something. That would be really fun to see.
I'm really curious to see if actually there's gonna be like any kind of balance, for example, because of ranks defense or something, or is it gonna be just random?
I think that
That's a good
we
question.
completely randomize it. Although it looks like it's kind of decent, in my opinion at least.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're almost ready. We have our last player,
Yes.
and
Rom cosplayer.
okay, cheers. uh, I think we're fine. We have two masters, one, two plats, three plats. Okay, maybe one diamond, one like extra. Maybe changes with. Oh, never mind. We just started. It's
Never
fine.
mind. Oh.
It's guys. It's Aram. Like, come on, step it up. We have
Yeah, I
bans as
do
well,
hope
so we
that
pick.
our producer actually set on ARAM mode, random. Otherwise, you
It doesn't look
guys,
like random.
it doesn't look like it. I am
we
not
draft.
completely sure on the fix on it, but that's something for our producer to figure out. And once again, we are sorry for everything, but we are definitely still learning. I hope you guys are still having fun, because we are at least.
I hope Tok wanted the draft.
Yeah, I'm
we
curious
didn't know
to
either.
see.
Like we just
Yeah.
yeah. This is draft mode 3. Yeah. Hey, have fun, boys. Have fun. Let's go.
That's good luck drafting in ARAM.
Yeah.
To be honest,
What do you
it
think?
would be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'm
like,
not.
what are the picks?
Like, ideally, a strong strategy, which is fine, of course, is poke. So Falcos or Poke Varus is strong, Jace sometimes. But the thing is, it's draft here. So if you're drafting poke instantly on your first picks, you could get countered really hard by hard engage. You can't really get countered by a split push comp in ARAM. But let's say you're playing Vel'Koz and the enemy picks Bard. Well, yeah, you have a problem. You can't move then, and then you have a Fiddlesticks on you, for example, and then you're a goner.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see if we will see like a wombo combo type of team comp, right? Like a Malphite Wukong, like I don't even like Orianna is banned, so I'm guessing not Orianna, but I'm really curious to see what the stats are gonna be. Like, are we gonna see wombo combo, poke, a healing, a scaling, early game? Like, what's the idea? I really wanna see.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if people want to abuse a bit of what we call in the ARAM community a bit of the broken tankish strategies, where you pick a healer and you go for both the Warmogs and Seraph's Embrace. And you're basically always full health, full mana, and you just heal up your team.
We see Malphite picked for the blue team here, and Riven also picked in. It's insane. We will have a bloodbath over here with Volibear.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I do love the Riven response. It's such a fun pick to watch, especially in ARAM, because, Flash, with even Stridebreaker, for example, is still a long-range engage, and if you then get multi-man combo, well, yep, that's a bit of an issue.
Exactly. We have Lux locked in. It's insane. Okay, don't go TF, please. Don't troll, please. Don't do it. Oh! He picked the TF! TF in Aram. Wow. What's the strategy behind it?
Yeah, the thing is, you can still go Rapid Fire Cannon and get really long-range gold cards off. That's still fine. But you're playing against Volibear Riven. I don't think that they're dying to long-range gold cards.
Oh my god, it's all locked in. Oh my god. No one is gonna die. Where is the Soraka, guys? Where is the Soraka? The
Soraka all we need right now is the Soraka, and then the Soraka not to get hit by the Malphite ult.
Yeah. Oh my god. The LeBlanc! Okay, high note, the LeBlanc. Insane, actually. He probably he wants to kill the backline. They need a way to kill the backline.
Yeah.
They think that Riven, Volley, and Ornn are enough for the front line, and now they want some kind of backline, but we see the answer here. Holy moly. Varus and Lux with GP.
I've seen the Pavi Boxy guy before. I thought he was a Karma 1 trick, but I'm really happy that he's able to play other champions as well. That makes me think that he's actually a better player than a 1 trick.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, let's see here what the last pick is gonna be for that team here. Actually, I'm so curious to see the game. I don't know anything about ARAM, so ooh, Gragas. I'm gonna say Gragas.
Ooh.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay,
It's
we
really
have Krakas
disruptive.
back in. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That's for sure. Okay, who do you think is favored here, by the way?
Yes, I am trying to analyze, but normally as an analyst, I think of lane matchups and I think of how people can use a TF ultimate. But that doesn't really work here. This is kind of
Oh,
one team throws damage at the other team, and the other team tanks it, but still tries to one shot.
I don't know if you actually saw it, but Banik swapped with Clock.
Ooh.
So we will see a Banik on the TF. Do you think that's gonna be ADTF though? It might be an
Um,
AP Varus with ADTF. That might be a thing.
if that happens, I do think that there's a good chance that we get poke Varus and normal poke Varus
Hmm.
who goes lethality. Although you're
Hmm.
going lethality into a lot of tanks, but you can also not really go on hit Varus since you're up against, or well, basically you don't have a front line yourself. So yeah, I'm curious. LeBlanc does have a lot of targets to go on. Same for the Gragas, who can, if he goes AP Gragas, he will be a huge nuisance to Lux, Varus, TF, maybe Gangplank as well. And I'm curious to see how much barrel combinations we can actually get off from the Gangplank, because those can hurt.
I'm actually wondering why we have GP on Brom instead of Pahvi. Pahvi is a top lane main, and Brom is just a support player who plays like everything for fun. So
Hmm.
I hope to see some good GP mechanics here, but I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie. For Blue Team just seems really. I don't know. Like it seems like they will die too easily from the enemy team. Like, I don't see a way to just survive the all-in. I'm
Yeah,
really curious to see what's gonna happen.
I'm curious to see if Red Team can actually survive the poke coming their way. Because yes, LeBlanc is a range champion, but it's kind of 5 melee champions.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
you have Lux poke flying, you have TF poke flying, Varus poke, barrel combinations. It's a lot of damage flying your way.
yeah, for sure. I feel like early game blue team should be able to like just poke them out a lot, and then like mid game kind of, and the later the game goes, it's gonna be so hard for blue team to just survive the damage because the tanks are not gonna be tanks anymore. They're just gonna be dealing damage all over the place, and that's the issue with just playing versus tanks in Aram because they just scale so good. Especially with the items, I think they're slightly different. You get different buffs, and like every champion gets different buffs as well from just for being in Aram, because not so that the game can be kind of balanced. I'm not sure about like all the champions. I think Akali and Renekton get the most buffs, I think, or like Akali for sure, but I'm not sure about Renekton. And we don't see any Akali here, so I'm really curious to see what is going to happen. Okay, we have Lux Ignite, Malphite Ignite, Varus Exhaust, GP with Comet. TF barrier. Okay, this is insane. Okay, I don't know if you pay attention, but we have TF with Dark Harvest, Malphite with Comet, Lux with Comet, Varus with Dark Harvest, and GP with Dark Harvest. And Extra is running the Volibear with Grasp. Orn is running Aftershock. Kragas with a full AP Dark Harvest. Insane.
Yeah, I think we will have fun for sure here. And that's what the main thing we're looking for. Of course, we're looking at the team that's going to be winning as well. And I do hope you guys will have a good game, have a fun game as well, and make it interesting for the stream. And for now, our screen is also bugged. We're
Yeah,
waiting for
we
the game
are
to start,
waiting.
waiting for the
Oh,
game to
okay.
load, as we are starting now.
Okay. We probably wanna see the scoreboard, maybe zoomed out a little bit, just a little things for the producer, so that we don't really need a timeline. small stuff.
Yeah, we can also see the chat, which is interesting. I'm curious to see if we
Yeah.
see friendly BM, if we see toxicity and trash talk of each other, or if we just see a
I
nice
wanna see
friendly
trash talk.
game.
I wanna
As we
see trash
already
talk.
see the first arrows flying out, whereas the tanks are just busy spamming control free.
Okay, a heart from Clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sando, if you have to pick out of these 10 champions, which champion do you think has the best emote spam?
I think it's gonna be GP, no? With a little dance. Okay. The Orn
Ooh.
going in for a bit of trade there. Insane, actually. With the extra is
Ooh,
insane.
extra?
He's actually insane. He went too deep. Oh, but Clock is in the front line. What is going on? Fresh
It's
blood.
so much
Oh my
flying
god,
around.
two kills for Parvi and 1 kill back to Heino. Insane. Insane already. They already go in for the kills. Red team knows that they will get poked down to death if they just sit back and wait for it. So they just straight up go for the kills. They try to get as much as possible early game so that they can scale as fast as possible as well. Heino
Yeah.
should be dead here. Oh, Brom cosplayer actually goes in. Gets the kill but dies afterwards from the on. TF gold cards. I think it's gonna be really hard, but Riven goes in actually and gets the kill, secures the kill. So insane. We see like
Yeah.
a bloodbath here. 2 minutes
We see
by
a
game.
beautiful bloodbath as we see that the gold is even after all of that. So I don't think anyone's actually focusing on getting the CS in this bloodbath, which of course is the right thing to do. As we see Extra trying to get the flash Q in, failing miserably. You see
I think
the game kind of slowing down.
yeah, I think both teams gonna realize that it's not really worth it to just go like this because it's so coin flippy. So they just wanna chill a bit, wait for ultimates, and then they will continue again. I think both teams just want the ultimates, especially red team. Sorry, they need their ultimates to just go in, get the kills, and then get out. But now they will have a hard time with a poke. Okay, Riven actually
Ooh,
3 men knock up or 4 men. LeBlanc goes in, but there is not enough damage. Clock gets caught up, but dies as well. Broncos will try to get 1 kill back, not happening. Riven goes in, 1 HP on the backing box. Riven dies. We have Volley and Gragas with 1 HP on the backline, not being able to do anything, and now they're in such a bad position, no?
Yeah, I think Red Team has to realize that, hey, if your tanks are 100 HP, that's not really tanking anything for you. And whoa, they actually might need to try to die to a tower so that gold reset. As we see, wow,
Disrespect Pachovi did not even expect it. Holy,
yeah,
or he just wanted to die probably. I mean,
maybe
he couldn't
because
really do anything.
yeah, for people who don't play too much ARAMs, the thing with ARAM, although I don't know if it's on this mode as well, is normally as we see
Marvin
fight
goes in.
breaking out.
Looks ultimate. Insane. 4 men. Blue team just annihilates them. Broncos player with the 2 kills hits the comet. Oh my god, goes in for the extra. Kills the extra. Triple kill for Broncos player, but dies in the end. And Graga is the only one alive. The level 5 from Broncos player. The BM here, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
What we see at least is that the tanks got their ults and they got kills with the ults, so now they kind of have to wait for those again. So let's hope they get some ability haste, so we see more stuff flying on our screen.
Okay, we have all links here from Riven and Orn, but Pakvi just splashes out just to be secure. Okay, Volley goes so hard in. Oh my god. With the Riven ultimate and the kill, Heino goes in but gets exhausted. Can't really do anything else. He's 1 HP right now. Brom hits the comet but doesn't go into the Gragas because of the E. Riven waits in the bush, okay, and just Gragas just dies. I think Red Team is having a hard time to communication here. They want to go all in all together, but it's kind of hard. Seems kind of hard to me. Orn kind of died here. I think they just want to try to poke, but it's not possible. Oh, and Brom just flashes Q Heino. Kills him on the spot.
Yeah, that is something we will see in training. Some payback for actually not being nice to each other, and now they actually have the chance to kill each other.
Exactly. I think the smart play here is actually to let the CS die from. Oh, okay. And as we speak, the Gragas goes in, hits 4-man ultimate. Riven follows up with Volibear. I mean, Riven stays back actually, doesn't go in, even though she had some things, probably some cooldowns. Okay, and Orn goes in, doesn't even care. Solo kills Parfy, gets back. Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's.
looks like the guy just has to stick to the karma to survive, because he isn't the best laner as it seems right now.
Yeah, it's actually so hard to play versus Comets because it's something that you. Oh my god, and Hino just one shot from. He takes revenge. He goes in, gets the one kill, goes back, and he's happy with his life. But overall, I think the strategy here is to let GP try to CS everything with barrels, at least on the minions, and have just Varus and Luke's poke with E max lanes and Q Varus. Have the Malphite for disengage if needed. I don't see a way where blue team just straight up wins. I think they just win with poke, but I feel like it's already like red team already started to hit the spikes. I feel like they just can go in anytime they want. They just let the wave crash. Blue team is so scared to walk up, as you guys see, and it's impossible actually.
Yeah, they have to kind of let the wave walk up first for them so that they can poke between waves. As we see, Gangplank actually hitting good barrels, Pharah's hitting Qs. This is what they need to do, because a straight up 5v5 brawl is not what you're gonna win against 4 brawlers.
Exactly, and they need to just play it slow, but red team is just waiting for one comet to hit, and this one comet will lead to like a huge team fight. Oh my god!
Oh, I think this is the go button.
Pahvi's just dead. Pahvi got hit by everything there. That's annihilation. They just need to run away. Clock misses the ultimate on the Malphite. Hino gets one kill though. Gragas great ultimate. Oh
Beautiful.
insane. And they even follow up for the secured kill. Oh my god, red team it's just like that. Like they just want. Oh, the flash Gragas. Okay, secures the kill.
Yeah,
But
this
that's what we are
looks
talking
like
about.
a red team is getting ahead. They might actually get the first tower here, since blue team probably isn't able to clear the wave.
But still kill the looks. Oh my god, insane ultimate from the Paku here. Actually good one. But this is what we're talking about. Like one comet hits and then boom, people are just dead. Like it's that easy. Okay, the people just dying here to buy items so they can go back all together and die again. That's a smart play, I think. Before you even get like give shutdowns, right? You just wanna die as soon as possible to buy the best items you can. Hino just grabs Bakri for free. Sammy can't really walk up. Brom goes in, just one shots Hino. Oh my god, Brom is so fed right now. Might be a problem for Red Team.
Yeah, our team doesn't really have the best way of dealing with Gangplank barrels, as we can see here. Gragas Q is starting to be hurt. Probably is good, even though it's a Gragas.
Luke's ulti misses. They get the Gragas though. Clock tries to run away. Fail flash from Volibear extra. Doesn't have the range to follow up with an auto attack.
Yeah, that was a high no flash, as we saw right there. Trying to secure a kill, which was completely out of range.
Yeah, and Clock almost has his ultimate up, so he probably just wants to use the ultimate and then die. Yeah, and exactly that, but he was alone, so no follow-up. He just went in. Kind of sad. They still get the one kill, they still secure the one kill, but let's see how this continues. Brom is half HP, TF is half HP. People are just gonna come back from the death, so LeBlanc might actually look for kills here. Or Gragas even. Gragas is so fed right now, he can probably one-shot the backline. But they need, I guess, a timing with being all together.
Yeah, I think the gameplay that we're gonna see here is that blue team has free time to start poking until red team has their ultimates back up. And when the red team have their ultimates back up, Ornn will engage with an ult. Gragas or can engage with an ult, and they just go in and get as much as they can get.
Exactly. I think they just want like one guy to hit the comet, okay? We see one comet. They goes in. Buffy insta flashes. They get the Gragas. Insane ultimate from Buffy. Now the own ultimate following up with Hino going in on the CC timing. Luke's ultimate doesn't hit anyone. On and Volibear tries to like deny the backline, but we still see the red team tries everything. They try everything to kill the backline. It's not possible though. They don't reach the backline yet.
Now we kind of saw that yes, there was an initial engage, but the Varus ult completely stopped the follow up from it. And if that happens, then yeah, red team is out of juice. They cannot really go backwards with their team.
Exactly. That's what I like to see. Like the comment, like you hit one comment, you go in, but then one good outplay, and then your whole team just loses. Like that's just Aram. Like one mistake causes you the whole team fight, and then one team fight can lose you the next team fight. Clock goes in, gets the one kill, might die afterwards. I don't know why we flash away. We need to die because we need to base. Krakas with insane body slam, but does get only one kill. So not that great. Heino here probably looks for a kill, gets one, gets two, dies for it, but still worth it in my books. On is probably dead here actually. Yeah, he's just dead. Brom is too fed with Pachwitz is dealing a lot of damage as well. The mana immune.
Yeah,
They both
I
have
think
it.
we're kind of getting into two item spikes where the carries are gonna actually out damage what the tanks can tank, and that's a scary situation for the red team.
Yeah, it feels so scary to just watch this GP walking up into like 3 tanks. It feels like he's not scared of anything. And okay, Bachvi has no flash this time. He runs in, but exhaust doesn't matter. We have the slow though. Okay, Brom cosplayer should be dead here. The Gragas barrel, yeah, hits everything. Luke's ultimate, Riven flashes away from it, and then Banning with the yellow card tries to look for a stun, gets the stun on the Riven. We have the red team just kind of just annihilates the whole team. Holy moly! And now we have like 3. Okay, we have 3 tanks with no HP, but only 2 alive from the blue team.
Ooh, no fight.
4-man ultimate, but not enough. Gets 2, but it's not enough. Gragas with a fail. Oh my god, the damage
There's
from the Varus.
so much damage flying around our screen right now.
Yeah, the pink Panic pinks his ultimate. He's ready to ultimate as TF. Go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we actually get a
ultimate from
TF
Panic.
ult.
Heino goes in. What? What? He one-shotted the guy. Lux has got one shot. Holy. But
Yeah,
Lux
I
is
think,
doing with Varus a really great job though with poking, no?
Yeah, the poke is really good. I think what they have to realize is that the red team is actually full magic damage, except for the Riven, of course. All you're having flying is tanks with Sunfires and a LeBlanc doing magic damage. So if blue team would just buy one magic resist item, I think that they are gonna be really fine actually.
Yeah, but like, and then again, like, who do you want to buy MR, right? Like, probably only the GP and the Malphite, right? Like, who else can buy actually MR and be useful with it?
We could get a Banshee's fail. We could probably get a Maw of Mortius, stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe they can help out a lot, especially versus the Comet that Red Team is relying on a lot for the engage.
Yes, we see the Arnold being pinged. The Blanc pinging her Flash. I think if those two are up, then we're gonna see a big fight coming up again.
Yeah. Oh, Broncosper goes in for the trade with the one. On is super low HP, but doesn't really die to it. They're just gonna fall back. I don't think they can just push here. I think they either go all in or they just let them push, let the blue team push, because they need to either have a long space to like just chase them, or they need to like just go in. So they can just stay and let them get in. Okay, now we see exactly what happens. They're getting poked by ultimate ignite. Okay, ultimate from Clock. Clock goes in. Volibear tries to go in. They go into the Bachvi. Bachvi flashes out. Heino doesn't do anything. Riven ultimate secures 1 kill. Gragas ultimate here. Too late though. Everyone is dead, and blue team secures this team fight.
Yeah, it was just too much poke flying red team's way, and red team just died because of the poke. Even though they re-engaged, they were already so low that yeah, you died to whatever was flying else your way.
Exactly. I feel like they disrespect a bit the poke from Lux, from GP and Varus, but this is the whole point of the team comp, right? They just can poke, so if you disrespect them, then you will feel the pain. But right now, this is the moment that Rating can actually win. They try to look for something. The Comet onto the minion, Riven goes into the Brom, Clock tries to do something, but they are just dead, right? They had to die either way to buy items. They won like 2 team fights in a row. And now they need to survive as much as possible. They need to not lose the game until Brom and Cloak are up alive. Lux gets caught by the Comet. Gragas battle hits, and Riven ultimate just clears the kill. They just need. Okay, Gragas goes in. Oh my god, insane body slam.
Beautiful.
Dead. TF is dead. Now, Bachwitz is the only one alive. Riven goes in, hits him. Bachwitz is dead. Bachwitz is respecting the Riven cooldowns and the Riven reigns. It just dives to her combo.
I hope that the red team now realizes that they actually need to dive really fast, because if they die too slow, they're gonna lose
lose the game. They might lose the game. This is it. This might be it. 30 seconds on the Gragas. If Hano dies really fast here, they might be able to end.
Yeah, I would have thought that a Malphite would carry in an ARAM.
I don't think it's over yet. I think they have 20 seconds. I don't think they have time to end yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's an end yet, but it will be close. Like if they lose a team fight like this again, closer to their Nexus Towers, because I think they're still called Nexus Towers, the game could end.
Yeah, but they need to they need to die right now. They have to die.
Ooh.
Okay, Bronco. Okay, the flash. Really bad flash, I think. Because he's already dead there. Okay, why is Lux so up ahead? No, Lux shouldn't die here. They need Lux for the wave clear. If people die here, it might be game.
Lux is able to trade 1-for-1 though.
1-for-1, but did the Comet hit? We didn't see. It didn't hit. Okay, flash Riven into the gold card from Banning, but they don't have damage to deal with the Riven, or do they? They do. Gragas hits the ultimate. Okay, Bambi is dead, but trades 1-for-1 there. That's actually good. Actually good. Now they don't. Red team cannot end, and this is the time where blue team can actually win the game. This is their best spot. The next team fight will decide probably the game.
Yeah, if red team wins the next team fight, well, they're so far up to the blue team's base, then as we see Heino trying to do stuff, but just stick to your right mouse button, Heino. That's the best thing you can do.
Heino just dies from the gold gun, and now On is dead too. Now it's a 5v3 because Pachvi is up alive as well, and now it's really a 5v3. They have to stay alive for at least 15 seconds until Heino is back up. And it might be hard, but
I think
it's possible
time.
For sure. Yeah, I think they have time as well. So let's see
if
how
anything
they
happens,
might have force.
Well, there's a Gragas ultimate well, and blue team still has only Malphite as a tank, so they can't really just walk up and tank towers.
Heino's back alive, On is back alive into 5. They can't really do anything. Okay, so we wait. They need a 5v5 where they clean up everyone to end the game. This is so stressful. The winner gets RP prizes, guys. It's actually money on the line.
Yeah, we can feel the tension rising. All we're waiting for right now is either people dying from blue team poke or red team really engaging hard.
Exactly. So it's mostly who... Oh, and they pulled the trigger! On ultimate! Onto the Bannick! They try to chase the Varus though! Volibear is... Okay, look, snipes the Heino! But Riven is on the backline as well! But this is alone! Gragas tries to join in, he goes in! Bachvi doesn't have the damage to clear up! And he's just dead! Marklock doesn't do anything, he's just a tank. He needs the backline to be there. Lux is alone, trying to run away.
Free. This is your moment.
And she's just dead. She's just dead. This is inhibitor probably. Maybe a tower as well, we'll see. On is getting items.
Team,
Wait, On is getting items! This is hack. He can get items.
Yeah, he can still get items, only it's still a 2-minute cooldown. Red team might be able to get 1 tower here. They don't have minions though. And there's still a bunch of tanks hitting towers, so this isn't the easiest.
Okay, Gragas went for the 1-for-1, but doesn't really work like that. Riven is up alive! She didn't die from the tower!
Oh,
What's she
I think
gonna do?
that is a bit of a misplay there.
Went in. Oh, she's just dead! Wait, can they end? Is the question. 40 seconds. Gragas is dead as well. Can they force something?
They can try to force. They can at least get the territory back. They can probably push the wave in. If they would have been smarter, they would have tried to stack their own waves, but that of course is not something we do in ARAM. We just push and poke.
Oh my god, this is so stressful. Okay, let's see, are they gonna get the inhibitor first though? Okay, they get the inhibitor real fast. 9 seconds on the Riven. Riven is back alive. They go back. They are scared. They know that they cannot win the all-in versus the all-in because they don't have flashes up on the Lux nor on the Varus. They just need to poke
Yeah.
better.
This is a scary situation because we
Oh my
see
god.
the snowballs flying in. We see the engage
All is
coming.
going on. They pull the trigger. Vol is going so deep in with Ornn. Gragas is kinda stuck behind. The ultimate goes in.
3-man
So
cask.
much damage! Oh my god, so much damage from the Gragas and the LeBlanc. This should be game, but we'll see. I think it's game though.
Yeah, I think there's definitely time to end here, which is
Yeah.
definitely well played to Mr.
Oh
Gragas.
my god. Really well played to both teams. They tried their best. The red team knew that they had to pull the trigger and they did it really good. Oh my god.
Although it's
Insane.
10 seconds, it might not be an end yet.
Oh, it's end. I think it's an FF. Because the game just paused, so it might have been an FF.
Is it an NFF? Can we get some confirmation from army production?
Yeah.
Because
please.
now everyone's waiting. Everyone wants to know what happened.
Klein died, so it's a sleep back. And we have GG for the red team here. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
GG,
insane
definitely.
game.
What a game. What a game. Actually, the gold is even. That's the funniest thing about ARAMs. No matter how many times it feels like you're ahead, your gold is just even all the time.
Yeah, it's actually insane how it turned out like that. And as we said, like blue team has the poke advantage, but if red team can find the trigger late game, it's just gonna be game over. There's nothing they can do. The best case is just to run away and then just maybe kill the guy one by one, like the front line that just tries to get onto them. But it's still like so hard. So I'm not really surprised by the end game, but I was still hoping because the Brom cosplayer got a lot of kills on the GP and he was doing a lot of work. Bachvi did some poke, he got caught a lot of times. Lux missed some ultimates, but they still had the poke. Like the team comp was there. They were all together on the same page. They tried their best. It just didn't work out because there was too much engage with the volley, with the Ornn, with the Riven, with the Gragas. There's so much damage, so much engage. Nothing too much.
Yeah, it's a bit of
What can you do?
a draft difference as well. I think both teams really played towards the strengths of their comp. If we're actually going to analyze an ARAM game here. But yeah, it was definitely fun to watch, for me at least. I hope for you guys back at home as well.
Yeah, it was hella fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. First time casting, boys, let's go. Now, I'm not sure what the next plan is. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Yes, exactly what Doctor said. Thank you for being here once again. Let's just link the stuff again. The urban. Give me a sec.
Yeah, you are going
For
to
the
do
merch,
that.
by the way, once again, yes, for the merch, once again, guys, if you want to get your own merch from Urban, here's the link for the merch. Just buy one. It's really good. It's a hoodie. It's fine. Very good quality, actually. Like I'm not just saying it because I'm not sponsored by it. By the way, I'm not getting paid for it, but it's actually good quality. Not gonna lie, it's really worth it. And then if you guys want any coaching for your lanes, for anything, just hit us up in the link. It's only right now. It's only me, Stickelkop, and the top laner from Urban Esports, Tim. Tom. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll probably see you soon again. Maybe.
Yes, we will do more of this. Not this exact format, but we will see more for sure. Have a good night to everyone, and congratulations to our winners.
Yes. Good night, boys.
Want to look my way, never back to you. I'm not above, let me be myself. I'm not above, let me be myself. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. You ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I know I'm not easy. I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Sink down and emotions feel like I never did before. Life shows him spoken, real saw the movie I ignored. Blue skies on a broken sea and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling, falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind, yeah.